Hello everybody, welcome back to the Justice Journals TV, the official channel of the Justice Journals and Justice Writer Pro, founded by me, host Ali McRobbie, because I just love helping you guys make sense of things that need to have sense be made of them. And in particular, today we're going to be talking about the change of circumstances. What constitutes a change of circumstances if it is then going to trigger all sorts of things, whether you'll be on ESA, LCWRA, even universal credit. Now, before I go into that, I'm going to very briefly answer this question from one of our channel members, Rainbow Auntie Swifty. And if you want me to answer one of your questions, make sure you become a channel member here on YouTube. It's $4.99 a month. I will leave details down below. So Rainbow Auntie Swifty asks, under the new LCWRA on work program, how many hours self-employed are you allowed to work? Well, before I answer that, I'm going to let you know of a completely free 5-day challenge I am doing, which is the online profitable income challenge, specifically for people like myself that have got disabilities, that have got neurodivergence. And I'm going to be going through every single day different things that you can do to earn income online, and I will give you extra info on certain things relating to benefits, PIP, and all that good stuff. It's completely free and anyone can attend. It's down below. Now, in all honesty, LCWRA is not like other types of benefits or labour groups. Now, there is a loose amount. It is about 16 hours a week. However, the definitive decision is really about the amount of income you're earning. That's what they look at. Now, one of the things, or one of the reasons why I'm such a favour of self-employment, particularly for people with disabilities, is that when you're on something like Universal Credit or LCWRA, it's almost like a buffer, because they allow you, or they look at your profit, not your turnover, when it comes to assessing your claim. The other thing really, which is really key here, is whether or not you meet the medical criteria to remain entitled to LCWRA. Which is why you should always be noting everything in my health journal. You know where you can get that, guys. This is where you need to be keeping a track of all of your health conditions and how they're impacting you on the daily. The things you can do, the things you can't do, and the adversity of those effects. Because you can use all the information in here alongside your medical information if ever they question entitlement or claim reviews because of a change of circumstances. Now, going into a change of circumstances, an improvement or a decline in your health condition based on adversity, capability, or incapability could be enough to trigger a change of circumstances. And in particular, if you're on LCWRA and they think there is a change of circumstances and they're going to want to then reassess you, you could find yourself not on LCWRA but on LCW at the lower rate, if you're even entitled to it, because most people on LCW don't even get the additional payment. Changes in work, changes or declines in earnings or income or capital could even be a change of circumstances. Someone moving into your house, somebody moving out of your house, you moving house could be a change of circumstance. Leaving the country, going abroad for more than 2 weeks in a one period could be a change of circumstance. Going into hospital or care admission for more than 24 hours could be a change of circumstances. Having a partner stay at your house more than 3 days a week, or you stay at a partner's house more than 3 days a week, could be a change of circumstances. Changes to work, education, permitted leave could also be a change of circumstances. Now, when these changes of circumstances are not dealt with correctly, when you listen to commentators instead of people that have actually done the job, you may want to know that now we have the new FEAR Act, the Fraud, Error and Recovery Act. This can happen. I kid you not. This has been sent in to me by one of my channel members because there was a mismatch in the circumstances that they had declared compared to what their bank account was showing. And as you can see here, it says your account is temporarily restricted. Now, if you thought DWP questions were bad, the email that this person got, they had to describe and respond to so many questions from their bank. And 2 weeks later, they still can't access the funds in their bank account. Now, from what this person has told me and shown me, it does not look at all like that they are committing fraud. But it was because of how they had conveyed that information and they weren't keeping evidential notes. And guys, I hate to tell you this, whether it is a PIP journal, whether it is the health journal, whether it is my PIP Plan Pro, whether it's any of my publications, trust me when I tell you, if you don't start keeping evidence, the system is going to start interpreting things in a way like we've never known before. And this can have devastating circumstances. Now, I'm just going to touch very briefly. Let's not forget that after I took legal action against my then employer, DWP, for breaching equality and disability laws, they then made the claim that I was accessing a system when I wasn't even in my house. I was standing in the water on the beach by my house because my ankles and knees had swollen up to an incredible size and it was just so cooling. I wasn't even in my house. Now, luckily, I have, or still had then and do have evidence to prove otherwise. So it's being dealt with in the appeals court. But if I hadn't have had that evidence, where would I be now? So we are in the age right now of actually you are guilty with certain systems unless you can prove your innocence. It is not the other way around. I wish it was, but it is not. So make sure you keep a very clear note of your change of circumstances. Make sure when you communicate to some of these entities that you do it in writing and that you screenshot that and you save evidence of that. And make sure, if you haven't done so already, go and watch this playlist. This playlist is all about the FEAR Act, the Fraud, Error and Recovery Bill. It's all about what information banks are interchanging with certain entities. It's about their powers that DWP and other entities have. It's about how banks are now monitoring you covertly and sending all sorts of internal messages between the two. It's about making sure you're in control of your goddamn data instead of that being in control of you. Well, don't forget to subscribe, to hit notifications, and if you want me to answer your questions, become a channel member. I will see you in the next video.